Hello, everyone. I am here today to show you exactly how to use Google Gemini. I will be covering all the essential features, including the free versus the paid plans. Trust me, I will guide you from a complete beginner to a highly capable Gemini professional. This tool is extremely powerful, and I consider its connection to all your Google tools simply amazing. It is a highly practical AI tool that, in my view, many people are currently underutilizing. Since most of you have a Google account, I know the seamless integration will work perfectly for you. To access this power, go to gemini.google.com. I confirm the access is straightforward. If you're already signed into Google, I guarantee you'll be logged in automatically. Notice the model number here. I explain this will frequently change, as we are now on version 2.5. The free version of Gemini is incredibly powerful. I assure you it's enough for 99% of your needs. On the free plan, you have access to both the Fast Flash model and the more capable Pro model. If you choose to upgrade to AI Pro, I note it's about $20 a month for extra features and models. I use the Flash model for quick, straightforward answers that don't need extensive, complex thinking. The Pro model is significantly better for deep reasoning, complex math, or intensive coding tasks.
I advise that if your prompt requires a lot of brain power, Pro is better, but it is noticeably slower.
Clicking here expands the sidebar. I highlight this looks familiar to anyone who has used ChatGPT. I can create new, separate conversations whenever I need to manage different projects. I will show you how to start a new chat by simply clicking this button up here. The first use case is simple. Use Gemini the same way you would use ChatGPT for general inquiries. Treat it as the smartest person in the world that knows almost everything and has access to current internet information. I promise we will explore how it can interpret images and how to create brand new images. The integration with your documents is excellent. I can even create documents directly from Gemini.
Let's ask Gemini to give me 3 non-technical bullet points describing its advantages over older models.
It gives clear, easy-to-understand bullet points. I can confirm it essentially does anything other AIs can do. If I don't like the answer, I can easily click this redo button to generate a different response. The share and export function is robust. I can share this entire conversation with a colleague. I can export the generated text directly to Google Docs, a huge time saver. And watch this. I demonstrate drafting the text directly on Gmail by clicking the button. It opens Gmail and instantly copies and pastes the answer into a new email draft for me. Alternatively, I can simply copy the response text by clicking the dedicated copy button here. Clicking these 3 dots reveals more options. I can choose to listen to the answer with audio. Most importantly, I can have Gemini double-check the response to verify its accuracy using Google Search. Now, I want to show you the deep research capabilities, which go beyond a simple chat. To activate this powerful mode, I click on this specific in-depth research button. This feature gives me much more detailed and structured answers for complex topics. I am asking it to help me research the 5 most popular stocks and create a comparative report. I emphasize that you can apply this deep research to practically any industry or subject you're investigating.
I am choosing the Flash model for speed, but advise Pro for the most comprehensive, detailed reports.
With deep research, I appreciate that it first tells you the plan. It's very transparent about its steps. I see it will research different websites, analyze the findings, and then carefully construct the final report.
If I wanted to, I could click here to edit or refine the research plan to better suit my needs.
As the research starts, I love that it shows its thinking, a visual display of its work. I note it crawls dozens, sometimes hundreds of different websites. That's a huge time-saving factor. I confirm it can execute these website crawls and data collection tasks thousands of times faster than a human. This research process usually takes me a few minutes, depending on the report's complexity. The report is done, and I can review the high-level summary and the detailed introduction. I highlight this excellent table, comparing key metrics for all 5 companies side by side. A great feature, I can export this structured data directly to Google Sheets for further analysis. The report goes deeper into each company, and I am satisfied with the depth of the information.
I see the included appendix, which features all the citations used for the report's creation.
I can click on the citation links to verify the sources and read the original articles. By clicking here, I export the complete content directly to a new Google Doc instantly.
Additionally, I can click the Create button to generate a web page, quiz, or an audio overview from the report. I will show you what the infographic option looks like. It's a great visual summary tool.
I remind you, you can always ask Gemini on the left to change any details or add new context to the report. It is now efficiently coding this infographic for me, compiling all the data visually. I can ask it to make the infographic a 2-pager or 3-pager if a single page isn't enough. I encourage you to provide any direction you need. It will precisely implement those changes. The infographic is complete, and I confirm it is a cool visual way to analyze data quickly. If I like the result, I can click this button right here to share the infographic with my team. I assert that the Deep Research tool is one of the most underappreciated and powerful tools available. Showing you that function led me right into the Canvas mode, used for creating docs and applications. I will quickly show you how Canvas mode works by asking it to create a basic Tetris game. It instantly begins coding the Tetris game for me, making quick work of the application. I point out that I could change the colors or style of the game with another simple prompt. And there it is. I now have a fully playable Tetris game right here within the Gemini interface. With this Canvas mode, I confirm you can create almost any digital asset, application, or document you need. I emphasize, Gemini can code all of this for you in the Canvas mode, and it is completely free.
The next great feature I want to demonstrate is the image mode for generating visuals.
We will click on this section to use the Imagining tool to generate a brand new image. Give the prompt, create a hyper-realistic picture of an iPhone 16 Pro on a beach picnic table during sunset. I love that all these creative tools are integrated into one spot. No need to use separate applications.
The image is generated. I click on it to see the larger size, which looks quite good.
I confirm I can download the image file directly here if I am satisfied with the result. I remind you, I didn't give it extensive instructions, so always be more specific than I was.
The more precise you are with your prompts for image generation, I promise, the better the final image will be.
Notice the plus button. I show we use this to add files because Gemini can interpret images and videos. I can upload files from my computer or quickly add files directly from my Google Drive. Before we proceed, I insist we make sure that your settings are correctly configured for full power. Go to Settings and Help, click on Apps, and I say, ensure that your Google Workspace is turned on. With Google Workspace active, I explain, it connects your Gmail, Calendar, Docs, and Drive seamlessly. I declare that this seamless integration with all your Google tools is the core beauty and strength of Gemini. You can also toggle on and off other useful apps like Google Flights, Google Hotels, and Maps. The YouTube app is truly fantastic. I say, you can feed it a video link and have it summarized extremely well.
I will go back to the chat now to upload a multi-page PDF salary guide from one of my companies.
This PDF has a lot of text, so I asked Gemini to summarize this PDF into 10 main bullet points. It reads the PDF, and I confirm that the summary it provides is completely accurate to the source material. I upload an image of a car next and ask it to identify it, showing its image interpretation skills. The identification was close but slightly off, but I say, you understand the point. It can essentially see what you upload. I stress, you can add any file, PDF, image, or video, and ask Gemini anything about its content. You could even have me generate a 5-question quiz on the information contained in the PDF I just uploaded. To directly use a Google app within the chat, I type the @ symbol and selects the desired app. I select @Google Flights and asks, show me flights to Tokyo from LAX for December 17, 2025.
It uses Google Flights and instantly provides the answer, showing airlines, prices, and flight duration.
I show that clicking the link takes you directly to the Google Flights search page with the criteria pre-entered. Let me also show you the YouTube app. I put in a video link and ask for 5 main takeaways. It connects to YouTube, watches the video, and provides the 5 main takeaways for me.
Crucially, I note it also provides time codes, making this a great tool for quick video summaries.
Now, I want to show you the Gems feature. And this is very similar to the custom GPTs you may have heard of. I explain that Gems are specific, custom tools with very detailed, tailored instructions. You can immediately start using pre-made gems, like a chess gem or a career guide gem. But the real power, I confirm, is creating your own gem to suit a unique need. Gems are custom versions of Gemini that, I emphasize, give you much more tailored responses. To create a new one, I click New Gem and name it YouTube Title Generator. I tell you to clearly define the gem's objectives and the desired style of response in the instructions. If you're unsure, I note you can simply write a basic prompt and have Gemini rewrite the instructions for you. I can also add files directly here for the gem to reference, giving it specific knowledge to work with. I can add up to 10 different files to a single gem to make it highly specialized.
I test the gem by asking it to give me titles for a video about Google Gemini for the preview.
It first asks me a few clarifying questions, like the target audience and tone. I specify beginner's audience, a casual tone, and keywords like tutorial and complete. The gem generates a list of titles. I am impressed. These are actually really high quality and useful suggestions. And once I am finished with the setup, I click Save and the gem is saved to the sidebar for easy reference. One of my favorite ways to use this tool is on the go, using the official Gemini app on my phone. I confirm the mobile app has all the same powerful features as the desktop version.
I click the microphone button to activate Gemini Live, which is like a real-time voice conversation.
I ask, I have a presentation tomorrow. Can you give me 3 quick ways to de-stress beforehand? The system responds with advice like deep breathing and positive self-talk, and I find the voice response very natural. After using Gemini Live, I note the entire conversation is transcribed and saved in the chat history. I assure you that if you forget the advice, you can always reference the text right here.
The real-time voice capabilities are getting extremely good, and I believe they feel truly natural.
Now, I want to take you through some of the exclusive features of the paid Pro plan. I am upgrading my account right now to demonstrate the cool advanced features, starting with video generation.
The paid plan allows me to create really high-quality videos using the V3 model.
I remind you that this subscription is essentially Google One, providing access to other premium tools. With Pro, I can use Gemini's power directly within my Google Docs and my Gmail interface. I also get 2 gigabytes of total storage, so I see this as a very solid deal overall. Now that I have the Pro subscription, I see this video button that allows us to generate video clips.
I describe the video. A hyper-realistic, cute panda eating on a mountain at sunrise, filmed on a dolly moving left to right.
I advise that the more specific you are with your video description, the more accurate the final output will be. Video generation is processor intensive, so I note it takes a few minutes, even for a short 8-second clip. The video is done. I am pleased. It's pretty cool, and this new model actually generates audio, which is an impressive addition. I show you can click Download Video here, and it will save the generated clip to your computer.
I see that the Pro plan limits me to a few video generations per day, which is a consideration.
I am moving to Gmail now to show you how the paid plan integrates directly with your email interface.